Those of you who have watched videos of mine know that I prefer to use hold over and hold under when aiming rather than rotate the scope turrets before each shot. To put it simply, holding over or under means putting to use the sophisticated scope reticles we have nowadays and aim either lower or higher in relation to the center of the crosshairs based on a number of factors such as the gun zeroing distance, range to the target, angle, ballistic specs of your projectile and muzzle velocity to name a few. For this video I chose my RTIArms P-3, which is a great gun that has already received a well-deserved recognition not only on my channel but across the shooting world too. And the NV400 by One Leaf, which is a digital scope I already reviewed and used in previous videos of mine, and which, being a digital scope, has one distinct advantage. It has a first focal plane or second focal plane mode and gives you a choice between a range of mil-radian and MOA reticles. This is not a unique feature in the world of digital scopes, but it's still pretty rare. And it is also going to enable me to shoot at various distances by simply using hold over and hold under, just the way I like to. But if you want to record videos of your shots, there is a problem. This is what you see through the viewfinder of the device when changing the magnification. And this is what the video file looks like. It zooms in and out just like a first focal plane scope would, but on the video file the reticle size does not change. It doesn't constitute a problem for you as a shooter, but if you want to post videos on social media like I do, well, it kinda sucks because as you can see on one of the shots I took that day, holding over looks as if I was aiming at the clear blue sky. Which doesn't look that blue because I had to aim directly towards the sun almost all the time, and that's not an easy thing to cope with for any recording device. Needless to say, the 4K resolution makes for pretty good image quality when the light is coming from the right direction. Now let's move on to the main event, and namely blasting the skyrats off of the spots where they don't belong. The NV400 was the first one to have the honor of being installed on the P-3 Performance 22 caliber. What follows is some more examples where I could see little detail of my targets. And although it is not clearly visible on all video clips, I did manage to hit the birds I was aiming at. Well, perhaps except for this shot, where I just grazed the feathers of that feral pigeon. Of course, my feline friends were quick to join the party and take advantage of the catch that day. What amazed me is that bird had a crop full of wheat, and my permission is a sunflower seed processing facility. It's a bit difficult to see the result on this one, as the bird bounced back after getting shot and remained up there on that rooftop. This one needs a follow-up, and it's only 15 yards away. Yes, a regular scope would give you a better image with way more realistic and vivid colors. The Vector Optics Continental was perhaps the best optical gun sight I've used so far, and it is a good example of image quality. But then I entered one of the warehouses, the light was dim and there was a lot of glare on the lenses of my scope. And this is when a digital scope shines. It's a unit which allows you to promptly switch between shooting in broad daylight to little light to no light at all. Following my little indoor escapade, I mounted the Vector Continental on the P-3, quickly checked my zero and then kept shooting those feral pigeons, recording much better daytime footage and slow motion in the wind, which was rapidly picking up. That was not the most decisive amongst the interventions. A little disappointing, actually. Eventually we had to put a stop to this and finish the bird off.
Double kill!
At the end of that day I paid my silo permission a visit, but after so many pest control sessions there I could find no sky rats at all. Just signs that the beautiful fall is about to make way to the winter. However, one of the guys at that place brought to my attention another problem: sparrows. Apparently, just like pigeons, they are attracted by the spillage around silos, which is not that big a deal by itself. But they also started building nests in the electrical installation of the grain bins, which can turn into a major problem for pretty obvious reasons. Well, I have a special treat for you today. Or at least I hope you see it that way, because there are no more pigeons left around here. Good.